Well, you can't stop it anyway. You can't. You're going to stop what's going on with the government or the blah, blah, blah. I'm going to stop that. You're going to stop that? Don't bother trying. Don't get caught up in it. And you'll be able to remain true to yourself, your real self. Don't get caught up in it. And the getting caught up is either the agreeing or the denying. And now this realm has you, and you've lost yourself. So everything is the opposite here, right? Detachment is power, right? Yeah, it's, you don't want to agree and accept, and you don't want to deny and push away. It's really the opposite. You want to be in this perpetual flow state because that's all that's ever happening. You want to use the current for your own power. And the only way that you can do that is in a state of surrender and allowance. That's the only way to do it. And detachment is what gives us this. And detachment is what gives us the experience of the self. And now the evolution of consciousness is happening with the greatest efficacy, because what you're experiencing is the self perpetually. Self-realization, right? Now you're not getting caught up in what's going on here. Because this realm, from my perspective, this realm is always going to be chaotic. It's the lower frequencies. So I know the misperception about ascension. This realm will stay here. You won't. This will stay right here. The third, people call it the third dimension. It's fine. The third frequency of the first dimension, which is the physical universe, will remain here. You won't. You're passing through when you operate properly. The more attachments and things that become real for you, then you're not going anywhere because you're stuck to them. So let this realm do what it's going to do, because it's going to do it anyway. Now, the more that you can work with yourself properly, the higher the emanation, the frequency, the vibration that you're emanating, and a rising tide lifts all ships. And then other people, you're like, God, I want to be like Jason and Taya. They're so unaffected. They're so true to themselves. I want to be like that. I want that. And it's through them being around you that they actually get a whiff of what that's really like. And they will learn to operate in the way that you're operating, that allows you to just skate right through this. You're just visiting. I promise. This is it's a vacation. It's playtime. All the realms are playtime. We're making too big a deal of it. We've lost the joy. It's like everyone's allergic to a good time. I just don't get it. It's like, I mean, everyone is so eager to be offended. Right? So this is all ego mind identity, identification with this, with the body, with this idea, with that identification, resistance, tension. And that's what you see going on. So we want to do the opposite. You just want to be the rock, just allow it to happen and stay true to yourself. And now nothing can knock you off your feet. Nothing.
Why are we here in human form?
All the other alien suits were taken. No, that's not true. So humanity, from my perspective, humanity is an experiment, but it's not the experiment the way that people probably think it is. But it's an experiment in individualized free will. Okay, as we move up in frequency and have experiences in higher frequencies, different realms, different realities, what starts to happen is that these different species, what we call alien, we're all alien, no one's from here, but what we would call an alien operates more in a sort of a hive mind or group mind, collective mind mentality. Okay, it's only human beings that have completely individualized free will. Now, the idea behind it is that everyone can evolve in their own way and in their own time, which means souls can accelerate. I mean, they can skyrocket in terms of the evolution of their consciousness. And hopefully the teachings that I'm doing now, that I'll leave here, will far outlast my physical body, is going to allow people to do that really with the most efficiency. So human beings is simply an experiment in individualized free will. And so that you get to evolve your consciousness in your own way and in your own time. And if you take a look at what's happening right now, is that the way to co-opt that is to turn everything into groupthink, right? For everyone to go along, you can't have an opinion, you can't do this, you can't say this, right? just kind of see that as in juxtaposition to what I just said, right? So how do you stop individualized free will? You force everyone into groupthink, right? So that's really what you're seeing here. Now, if we go back to what we said earlier, right? Don't accept and don't resist, right? And just let everything flow. You now have yourself again. You're now back to experiencing yourself and evolving in your own way and in your own time. If you're not doing that, then you're not really experiencing yourself and you're not really evolving in the way that you want to. So a human being, one is a suit. That's all it is. That's it. And it's the experiment in individualized free will. And as we move up, as I said, as we move up, it becomes more of a hive mind. Don't think of hive mind as negative. Don't think of negative or positive. There's high frequency and low frequency. There is. But don't think in terms of negative or positive. But here, as a human, we get to evolve in our own way in our own time through individualized free will. That's the idea behind it. And then, like I said, now take a look at what's happening here about trying to take that away. That's how you counter that, is forced group think. No more rights, no more individuals, no more liberties, all these kind of things. So many of us are steeped deeply in this experiment with humanity. Many of us have incarnated many times and have been experiencing this, have been part of this experiment. And some of us have had, we'll say, impactful roles in what it is that I just described. I myself am vested in the experiment, the free will individualized experiment known as humanity. I'm deeply vested in it. I care deeply about it. I absolutely do. So that's why I want to see us do it with the greatest efficiency, with love, with joy, with laughter, with passion, with purpose, with power, compassion, right? But the only way to do that is to let everything here just do this, like the rock, right? And then you can actually experience yourself, and then you can create the life that you really want, which gets us back to free will.